Hey guys, I'm all back again. Welcome to day 20 in the life of the Moto Razr Plus. So this year, Motorola is making some amazing smartphones, and I think that everyone should be paying attention. I'm really enjoying my time with the Moto Razr Plus, and I have heard good things about the Moto Razr Edge as well. I haven't had a chance to test that yet, but that is on my to-do list. But I think when the underdogs do good things, we should pay attention or else they can eventually go away like LG. So let's talk more about day 20. I like to cover these phones in depth detail and do a different topic every day, because every day is a new day. It doesn't have to be the same thing. And today's topic is going to be the desktop mode. So it took me about 3 weeks to even touch on this feature. These phones are built with so many random features that people may not even know about. So that's why I try to cover a topic every single day, because as much as I do enjoy watching tips and tricks video, but when you watch a video with 20 to 100 tricks, you might only remember one or two of them. So I like to focus on a few topics a day. So this is me trying to figure out desktop mode. I didn't do any research, just winging it as I go, using my intuition just to see how, if anyone were to pick up this phone to see if they can figure it out pretty easily. I am somewhat tech savvy, so initially I plugged it in. I have a 3 monitors set up for my computer. Everything is connected to a computer dock, and my dock is USB-C. So first I try to connect the USB-C cable directly to my phone, hoping that it will just project my phone automatically onto my computer monitor, but that wasn't the case. Because that's how Samsung DeX works. I just literally take my workstation from my computer, plug it to my phone, and I can start using Samsung DeX. But once I plugged it in, I realized that the screen was not projecting. Some of the functionality I was able to type on my keyboard and use my mouse to move the phone. So that is somewhat cool, but wasn't what I was trying to do. So I had to do a quick Google, figure out how to use desktop mode on the Motorola Razr Plus. I found out I need to download an app called Ready For, another terrible name by Motorola. Download the Ready For app on my phone, and then I also need to do the same thing on the computer. For some reason, it is only rated 3 stars, but we'll see how it is once I start using it. And just make sure your phone is connected to the same Wi-Fi. I believe you can also connect by cable as well, but in this demo, I'm just doing Wi-Fi mode, and I'm basically just scratching the surface here. I might do a full day on this mode because there's so many interesting things, but it's just me popping around quickly, just try to see what functionality it has, and just at a high level how it works. At first it was connecting because my phone was on 5G, my computer is on Wi-Fi, but you're doing the Wi-Fi mode. Obviously make sure both devices are connected to Wi-Fi, or you can connect your phone via cable as well. I didn't try that option today, but I think intuitively I would probably prefer the wireless route. Just in general, less friction, less work is always better. If I'm moving around the house, I don't want to have to connect my phone every single time to use desktop mode. So once you download on your phone and your computer, just go look for the app on your computer to launch it up. It's going to ask you to scan the QR code to have it connected. And once you launch up the app, there's so many different options. Just working from top to bottom, you can stream your app from your phone into your computer. So I started launching a bunch of apps. Some of them are in vertical mode. Actually, majority of them are in portrait mode. And let's say you can launch as many apps as you want. I just started launching random apps just to see how many I could fit on my screen. And it's nice to see that with my current triple monitor setup that I can actually utilize all 3 screens, which is pretty neat. And so I just started launching a few apps just to see how many I could fit. And this random Motorola game is in horizontal mode. I just dragged it to my 3rd screen. Apologies for this not being the clearest presentation. I couldn't find out a better way to do a camera setup, or at least at a high level you can see my 3 monitors and how I'm just playing around with the desktop mode. And then the first option was just streaming the apps, and then you click on this Ready For Motorola system app thing. The next thing you can do is actually use the desktop mode. So previously, when I was just launching the app, you would notice that when I full screen the app, it just sticks in portrait mode. It doesn't actually take up the full screen, which is kind of useful for multitasking, I guess. So on your cell phone, when you're multitasking, you can only look at one screen at a time. So there may be a use for this if you want to multitask and look at 20 screen, totally cell phone screen on your computer at the same time. That might be useful. But you switch over to desktop mode, it allows you to full screen each individual app, which is pretty neat. So using Chrome, I don't know. It's just me launching app, but intuitively, if you already have Chrome on your computer, you might as well just use the computer. There's no point doing Chrome on desktop mode. And we can launch particular apps as well, Google Keep. What I do like about this desktop mode is I can use my computer at the same time as I can also use my phone, which is pretty neat. Because with Samsung DeX, you're limited to the DeX mode, but with this one, it works similar to Phone Link. On Google Pixel, I tried using Phone Link. It's similar concept. It's just projecting your cell phone screen onto the computer. But on Phone Link, I didn't do a deep dive into it, but just me playing around initially, I remember being able to launch a bunch of apps in portrait mode, just like in the first demo. But I do not recall an actual desktop mode where I can physically use the whole screen. For example, if I enter this full screen of chat, I can just do that. And basically, it is kind of like a Chromebook that I would project into your computer, which is kind of cool. You can do anything from chat, take notes. So Google Keep is my notes of choice. And even for fun, I tried launching a few games. I don't do a lot of gaming, but I heard this Genshin Impact game is pretty popular. I tried it once a while ago for 10 to 20 minutes, but it's a big commitment. Don't got a lot of time in the day, so decide to launch it up. You know, every time you download these games, they take up so much space in file. It's just like a 2 gig file or something. And even you want to play, you gotta wait for it to download. So that takes up time and effort. So I just end up switching apps. So I switch over to Pokemon Go to see how it's gonna work on the computer, and actually it works okay. Initially I had it on full screen mode, but it did not look right. Just because Pokemon is not really meant to be full screen, it is built to be in portrait mode. So I just switch it back to the regular portrait mode. And as you can see, I can do everything just fine. Like I spin the screen, I can click and catch. So I'm literally playing Pokemon Go on the computer. So that's pretty neat. And then next on the list, we have Mirror. So Mirror basically functions exactly as it says. You can actually use your phone, your actual physical phone, and it would just project your phone onto the screen. So I can see case for this if you want to do you want to stream yourself playing Pokemon Go or something, there might be a use for that. And then after that, the last mode we have is called mobile. I guess I'm kind of confused between mobile and, but yeah, I guess mobile mode just allows you to use just the mobile portion of the phone on your computer, independent of your actual phone. So it's not mirroring on your phone. You can do something else on the computer. You can do a separate action as well. So think of it as a second screen, I guess. So this is me quickly playing around with it. I didn't do a lot of research or anything. It is me figuring it out as I go. And some of the last few items it has is webcam. I think that is kind of straightforward. Instant hotspot. You can drop files as well. If you guys are interested, I can do a deep dive into that in a later video. But for now, just wanted to play around briefly with the desktop mode. I know I'm just scratching the surface just to see what it initially has to offer. If there's anything else you guys want me to cover, test certain apps, or any question that you have, just feel free to let me know. And then I can cover it in a future video. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. This wraps up day 20 in the life of the Moto Razr Plus. Still a super fun phone. As you can see, I'm discovering new feature every day. Some of it I may or may not use it every day, but I think this desktop mode could be pretty cool. Tomorrow I'm going to do a 3 weeks recap. Can't believe time is flying by with this phone. So just got a few days left with this phone. Let me know if there's any other last topic questions that you have. Any day now, my Pixel Fold is gonna arrive and I will be switching phones. My firstborn son is also gonna be born any day now as well. So we'll see how the next few weeks is gonna shake out. But so far, it's been a fun experience with this phone. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Please check out my other daily vlogs if you haven't already. And see you guys over there.